Okay, this is the starting town. Welcome to New Sorpigal, everyone. Small little town, out on the edge of nowhere, on the eastern side of the continent, I believe. Let's have a little look around here. Got a well, refreshing, some good well water. So here's the stable, New Sorpigal Coach Company. Now stables,
need a ride?
They can take you to various places all over Enroth, the continent, depending on the day and where the particular company is able to go. So this place can, I'm pretty sure they can only go to Castle Ironfist, but I'm not too sure. Now, when you see a stable, the first thing you want to do is look around. Okay, so there should be horseshoes around here, but there aren't. They're one of the best items in the game because when you use a horseshoe on yourself, you get +2 skill points. I have no idea why there is not 2 horseshoes here. That's a weird glitch. That's never happened to me before. Okay, so yeah, that's weird. A Lonely Night. This is the Tavern of New Sorpigal.
Hello, come on in.
As you can see, there's a few NPCs here. The innkeeper, some shady-looking fellow named Andover Potbellow, and Maria. So what you can do in the inn, you can rent a room, which means you can sleep overnight, heal your hit points and spell points and certain conditions for a small price without using your food here. You can also refill your packs of food to certain levels depending on which inn you go to. You can have a drink. You can
Coming right up.
get a little bit drunk. Oh yeah, he's a lightweight. He's totally wasted. You can also tip the barkeep. The 2 solstices are days of considerable magic of considerable magical importance. The summer solstice is on June 21st. And the winter solstice is on December 21st. It's actually useful information for certain quests later on. Thanks, Dirk. Thank you. I'll talk to YouTube later. I'm just going to give you guys a tour of the town first. Yeah, Rex is drunk. So, conditions give you certain boosts or debuffs. When you're drunk, your intellect and personality go down, and so does your accuracy and speed. And I guess so does his might and endurance, but when you're drunk, your luck is super good. Luck of the Irish, I guess. And yeah, his hit points are way up too, which means I guess he can take more damage when he's drunk. So that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, he can just sleep that off later. It's not a big deal right now. So there's a lot of peasants walking around. Let's talk to you.
How are you?
April the Hunter. Selena, eh? Loosening her sword. Better take your heels. I don't much care for you law-abiding types. Okay, April the Hunter. So, right now our reputation isn't very good, and she doesn't really want to talk to us. There's a few things we can do here. We can beg her to talk to us, we can threaten her, and we can also bribe her. I'll try begging, but I don't really want to do the other 2 right now. Oh good, she took pity on us. I suppose I could speak to you for a few minutes. Hurry up. Yeah, so these NPCs are actually hirelings, and they all have different skills. You can talk to them about like lore stuff, fruit trees. The fruit on the trees in the orchards of our fair town is quite tasty and free for all to take. You should really try it sometime. I'll give you some useful information, like we can take the apples off of the trees out there. The destruction of Paradise Valley wiped out the grandest forest in Enroth, Blackwood Forest. A peaceful place, Blackwood Forest was full of game. I made a good living there among the trees. Now I'm not sure where to hunt. Oh, that's too bad, April. Yeah, so as I was saying, these NPC hirelings, you can get them to join you. You're not very good because you can't do anything for me, and you just take our gold. But yeah, usually they have got some sort of specific skills that they can help you with, like...
Hey, you!
Like a piper can cast the heroism spell for a duration of 2 hours at master ranking once per day. That's actually pretty good, and she takes 3% of all gold that we find. And there's also a upfront fee to hire them. So if she's taking 3%, I think that she would take 300 gold to hire her, which we don't have right now, so we're not going to do that. But yeah, there's a lot of cool hirelings that you can hire, and you should probably do so. Some skills are better than the others, and I'll discuss them as we talk to more people, but right now, just going to continue on with our little tour here. The knife shop. Yeah, this is the blacksmith. Here you can buy and sell weapons. You can also identify unidentified weapons that you find in treasure and picking up from monster corpses, and you can also repair your broken weapons. I've got your regular buy here, which is you can mostly just buy unenchanted items, weapons here, and for special you'll find better quality weapons typically. These ones aren't so good, but yeah, you want to check out those two if you want to look at all the weapons. And these shops will actually restock. I believe in New Sorpigal it's every Tuesday. So yeah, you want to check out your wares and keep tabs on the day of the week. The Traveler Supply.
Have a look around.
Hello, Reno. Yeah, this is just very basic wares. Cape, boots, reagents, or herbs, and potions. Yeah, this is mostly just buying potion ingredients from here, and you can also sell pretty much anything here. Here is the common defense.
Don't touch the merchandise.
This is the armor smith. So like the blacksmith, this is just buying and selling armor. This is too expensive for us right now. Yeah, this is just pretty basic stuff. There's one enchanted helmet here, but not going to buy that right now. Yeah, you can identify armor, gauntlets, helmets, boots, shields, and whatever leather or mail you have with you. And you can also repair that stuff here. So yeah, definitely do that. Let's go to the other side again. I don't know why I'm going back and forth. I should just pick one side and go down the buildings, but oh well. This is the bank.
What can I do for you?
Hello, Schmitty. Oh god, he's blinking at me. I never noticed that until now. Yeah, you can deposit your money here, which you might want to do when you have more money, but I've heard, I don't remember if this has ever happened to me myself, but I've heard that there's a glitch where if you deposit money into the bank, sometimes the money will just go missing. I don't know if this is true or if it's fixed on the GOG games version of this game, but yeah, you might want to tread with caution. But yeah, you can just deposit money here, so when you die, you won't lose all your money, which happens when you die. So you might want to invest in depositing your money here if you think you might die, which hopefully we won't, but we could very well do. Oh, and yeah, if you deposit money here, you don't get any interest at all. Yeah. The economics of this game, this world, isn't as ideal as you might want. This is the town hall. There's a few quests here, we'll come here a bit later. It's a healing fountain, you can restore hit points for a limited time per day. Another fountain. Now, not every fountain does something and not every fountain does something good. There's sometimes fountains where you drink and you get sick. So, watch out for that. But right now, this gives us plus 10 might temporarily. And that's pretty good. And over here, you can replenish your spell points for a limited number. Now, this is the well I was talking about earlier. This is the luck well, and we're gonna boost our luck stat as much as we can. Plus 2 luck permanent. That's pretty awesome. Gonna do this for all four. I made a miscalculation. I thought that for each character, you would automatically get to a certain number no matter how much you drink it, but I think there's only a limited number of charges in this well, so my bad. Yeah, I guess you're not going to be so lucky, Chad. Mea culpa. Yeah, let's just stay in the city, or town for now. There's a bunch of houses around here.
How are you?
Some of these people will have cool things like guild memberships. Some of them will have
Hi.
quests.
How are you?
And some will be teachers who can upgrade your skills once you reach a certain level and certain requirements. So if we had bodybuilding, once we reach rank 4, we can pay him 500 gold to make us an expert in bodybuilding, which would lead to greater bonuses from that skill. And so, here's a magic shop. It's a little bit tucked away here behind this tree.
Can I help you find anything?
The Seeing Eye. Yeah, they've got a lot of just miscellaneous magical goods like spell scrolls. These are one-use spells that you can just make any character cast, and it'll use up the scroll and cast as a spell. So they're good if you're in a pinch. And yeah, we've usually got like gauntlets or boots or capes here. Potion bottles, herbs. Belts, crowns, magical hat. Yeah, you can identify your rings and spell books and what have you there. Basically anything that you can't identify at a blacksmith or armorsmith. You can also repair damaged rings here and other stuff. Thanks, Wilma. And this is...
You'll have to sign up first.
This is Blade's End. This is a guild. You need to become a member here, which we'll do pretty quickly. They can teach you some various skills here. Yeah, like Blade's End teaches you weapon and armor skills like spear, axe, leather, etc. Just go down here a little bit. This is another guild. It's open at 6 p.m., so it's closed right now. They can teach you some miscellaneous skills like merchant, perception, disarm, trap, which we definitely want to do. Now, the good thing about classes in Might and Magic 6 as opposed to later games is that any class can learn basically any miscellaneous skill. Like, you can be a sorcerer and learn disarm, trap, and teach it up to master rank, and the cleric, and paladin, and knight classes can also do that. Whereas in later games, the skills are much more limited based on what class. Like, you might only be able to teach yourself up to expert if you're a paladin or something. Whereas in this game, you can, as long as you can learn the skill, you can get yourself up to master. Now this is the new Sorpigal training ground.
How about some training?
And you want to go here pretty often. You can level up here once you get enough experience from fighting people. And once you level up, you get higher HP and SP, and you get skill points, which you can put into your various skills, which is super good, and we want to keep on top of that. I think that's all of the commercial places. No, there's a few places up here that we want to check out. This is the new Sorpigal temple. Yeah, here you can just pretty much heal all of your conditions, barring the super bad ones like eradication. Just give you an example, and let's cure Rex's drunkenness right now. It's 10 gold, so it's not going to break the bank. Yeah, see, no hangover. Aren't you lucky? You can also donate at temples. This will increase your reputation, and if you do it enough times, you'll get some sort of blessing, like the Bless skill, or possibly Heroism or Day of the Gods, depending on where you donate and how much you donate, I think. We're not going to donate right now because we're a little bit strapped for cash, but we'll want to do that later. Okay, now that we're done looking at most of the places, I'll get to those places a little bit later, don't worry about that. Yeah, we want to go to our inventory and get everybody suited up. Basic leather armor. Latest and most easily made among the armors. Leather armor offers the least protection. This particular suit is of average quality. It's to be expected. Yeah, let's get some clothes on you. Wooden shield. A small wooden shield designed to protect mostly against arrows. Take that. Crossbow. Crossbows are the deadliest ranged weapons made since the time of wonders. This crossbow is made of stout yew wood and metal fixtures, but is otherwise rather ordinary. Longsword of simple make and design. This longsword is deadly nonetheless. Okay, so you can see the damage here is 3d3. I actually didn't know this until recently, when I started playing D&D with a group of friends, but the damage system and attack system in Might and Magic is based heavily on the Dungeons & Dragons attack system, so when you attack, the computer will roll 3 dice. If you're using a longsword, it's 3d3, so it'll roll 3 3-sided dice, so that'll be a damage of 3 to 9. And yeah, the attack is the chance you have to hit, I guess. So we'll get rid of his crappy club here, which is 1d3, so that's 1 to 3 damage. A primitive weapon usable even by the stupidest of monsters. You're not thinking of using this, are you? No, we're not. We're gonna sell that for 1 gold. It's a value. And the Witch Ring of Charm. That's pretty good for a starting ring. Rings such as this one were worn by the Witches' Guilds to signify membership during their heyday between 550 and 800 after Silence. We're actually going to give this to Lewis. It's your lucky day, Lewis. Yeah, you can take that ring, since personality is good for clerics and paladins. Okay, Sharon. Ooh, that's really good. Damn. Blessed Ring of Health. The 3 pearls mentioned on a gold-based glimmer a faint blue when held out in the sun, offering insight as to the source of their magic. Plus 4 hit points. Yeah, we're gonna definitely use that. You take that. Take your longsword. Shield. Chainmail. Chainmail is an armor formed of small interlocking loops of metal. The suit is low quality. The metal uses plain iron. There are only 2 layers of rings, and it is heavy and stiff for its size. And we're also going to teach you Bless.
Okay.
So here's Lewis's mace. Little more than a glorified club. This common mace is made of ordinary materials and unexceptional craftsmanship. Well, it's going to have to do. Yeah, you can have that too. We'll teach you Bless and teach you First Aid. Because you are our healer. Give you leather. Give you a dagger. A common dagger, favorite of thieves and assassins the world over. And yeah, this is just a unenchanted ring, so we're actually going to sell this a bit later on. Teach you Flame Arrow and Static Charge.
Yes.
So these are his spells. Starts with Torchlight. This basically lights up dungeons and nighttime. So we'll probably be using that to see. This is a fairly not amazing spell, but it'll do in a pinch. Grayson fires a single flaming arrow. Unlike most spells, the spell is notoriously inaccurate and has the same chance of hitting as a regular arrow, using your fire skill as a bonus to hit. This arrow does 1 to 8 points of damage when it hits. So yeah, kind of unreliable. I prefer to go with Static Charge myself. Target the single monster with a jolt of static electricity. It only does 2 to 6 points of damage, but it always hits. So yeah, this is a more reliable spell. I think we'll probably stick with that in the early game. And Wizard Eye, this is a super useful spell. It causes the auto map located in the upper right corner of the main gaming screen to show the locations of monsters and other points of interest while outdoors. The spell lasts 1 hour per point of skill in air magic. Normal, it only shows the terrain and monsters, which will be shown in red dots, and yellow dots will be their corpses. Expert shows treasure, which will be blue dots, and Master shows quote-unquote points of interest. Now, I don't actually know what this shows. I'd be really interested to find out. I don't know what points of interest it'll show and how it'll show them on the auto map up there. So yeah, let's give you a little example. There's a bunch of green dots. These are the friendly peasants. They're not hostile, so they're going to show up as green. And as we go up towards this building, there should be goblins on top of that building, but they're not. But what's going on with this game. It's messing with my head. Okay, so it's a little bit weird. There's usually always like 3 goblins up there on top of the Guild of the Self, the Initiate Guild of the Self, but they're not there today. I don't know. Monster spawns are usually pretty reliable. But...
Hello.
Okay, so yeah. So this is where we buy self-magic spells, which would be body, mind, and spirit. We'll need that for Lewis and maybe Sharon too, if we get enough money. But we need to be a member, and we don't have membership right now. And over here is just the Initiate Guild of the Elements, which is elemental magic. We're gonna need some for Chad here. Yeah, members only. So we'll definitely come back here once we buy some memberships. Yeah, I'll just keep that for now, and we'll sell these clubs immediately because I don't want them cluttering up our inventories.
Looking for a weapon?
Yeah, worthless.
Come again.
Okay, so gonna go ahead and read this letter because this is plot related. First, I'm gonna make a new game. Okay. That's weird. There's already a save file on this. Okay, I guess that's from the previous time that I played this. No worries. Did I not save that properly? What? Okay. Some technical difficulties with the saving. New game. Okay. Something glitchy going on here. Hold on.